What's the deal, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Big Will. Back with another episode of Life After Prison. Let's run it. What's up, YouTube? It's Big Will back. Today I want to speak on a thing such as loyalty in prison. When you go into prison, there's different gangs, right? And there's different, some places call them cars, other places call them sets, gangs, areas, such and such. But there's a big misconception with people want to say that they should be treated a different way because they respected you, right? Now, respect goes a long ways, all right? And when you're in jail, you gotta have respect, okay? If you don't have respect, you're gonna be labeled as mock, okay? People are gonna want to test you. You're gonna fight a lot if you don't have respect. Okay, but respect goes for anybody. Okay, my followers, so to speak, you know, the 15 to 20 kids that didn't go to chow until I came out of my cell, didn't go to the yard until I was ready to go. If I didn't come for rec, whether it was inside or outside, if I didn't go out, you had some guys that wouldn't come out for rec. They'd stay in their cell. They'd sleep it away. Excuse me. If I didn't go to chow, there's some days I didn't like breakfast. There was a certain group of guys that wouldn't go to chow. Okay, when we went to chow, even if my unit was mostly done, like I said, my table, we had 15, 20 guys that they didn't get up until I was done eating. Now, when you're in jail, you kind of try to eat fast, right? Because there's guards walking back and forth, and they're always trying to rush you. Let's go, and move it. They want to get one unit in before the next unit starts coming in. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to have the units mix. They do it as little as they can, okay? Because for notes getting passed, you know, orders, take this one out. If one kid goes unit hopping, they want to, you know, send a note to their boys, or the such and such owes money, or this guy's no good, or, you know, he made a deal and left, or, you know, things like that. You can't escape when you're in jail. But the guards don't like to have you meeting at chow or in the yard. If you're coming by, if you're on passing period and another unit is out to rec, they don't like to have you come by the gate when they're in rec, or when they're inside the yard. You know what I'm saying? You go to the rec with your unit, or, you know, the units that go at your time. Other units will be going to school and stuff, but it's passing period. They don't like to see you come by the gate and, you know, for things getting passed. You know, drugs, knives, notes, anything. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get shit around in jail. But it's even for legal shit like batteries, you know, or if your boy comes in and he's in another unit and you want to get him sneakers, sweats, you know, you want to get him a care package for coming in. There's some units some COs that will let you do it. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you get the care package down. There's some, when you're there for a few years, the captains, the lieutenants, they get to know you. And if you're not a troublemaker, I wasn't a troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? I didn't cause trouble for no reason. You know what I'm saying? If there was a certain guard that was a tough guy, a cockhead, yeah, I might have popped off. You know what I'm saying? If there was obviously an inmate there, the few fights I get into, because I was the aggressor, because I'm the type that I don't take shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type that, you know, I react, you know what I'm saying? Which was the fight I had when it was my second time in prison. And usually when guys come out for rec, whether it's outside, they get to use the phone before, you know, whatever. But when there's no outside rec, even if you come out to the day room and you use the phone, some guys will have their IDs clipped to the phone, you know what I'm saying? Or they clip their ID, meaning that when rec starts, they're going to use the phone first, you know what I'm saying? So you always try to, if you got an important call, or some guys call their family every day at the same time, the unit out before you give your card, you know what I'm saying, your ID card, and you say, here, put it on, clip it to the phone, you know? So, you know, that'll show that when Will comes out, he's got the phone at 7:30, you know what I'm saying? Which means that when other people come out to the phone, they see it, they go to someone else. Well, probably the first fight I ever got into in jail was because there was no phone on, there was no ID clip to the phone. But I came in, and I was only there for a few days. I got bailed out this time. But I walked in, and I got out at rec, and I went over and used the phone, and a black guy came up to me, and he was a little guy. I give him balls because he was a little guy. Okay, this guy didn't have respect, or he wasn't loyal. We'll get back to that. But he came up to me and he said, now I'm talking to my wife, listen, you know, go see this person for money, see that person for money, get my bail together, rah rah rah, blah blah blah. So as I'm talking to her, all right, you know, my son, blah blah blah. Dude comes up to me and he's like, yo, you see that wall? And I'm like, yo, hold on, I'm on the phone. So he's like, nah, fuck that. You see that wall? And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm on the phone. When I hang up, you got something to say to me, we'll talk. So I'm telling my girl, listen, I'm gonna let you go. This fucking clown over here he's got something to say. I'll call you back later. My girl's like, listen, don't get into any trouble, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I love you later. Well, as I'm going to talk to him, he's like, what do you mean clown? He said, dude, you see what that says? That says GD1. That means you're not allowed to use that phone. It was just my instance. I took the phone and I just cracked him with it. Pow! You know, and kid buckled down and I hit him with a left. He fell. People calling it scuffled, you know, broke it up. And I was like, dude, let's go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I don't hand it to you. Let's go to the bathroom. That's a state phone. If you had your ID clipped to it or something, that's different. But you ain't gonna say you got one phone right there that no one's gonna use when I'm coming out on rec. I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I respect everybody. If someone came up to me and said, hey, I use that phone every day at the same time, you know, blah blah blah, I get that, I understand it, especially if you're there longer than me. You know what I'm saying? If you're there longer than somebody, it's kind of like seniority, respect. You know what I'm saying? You don't come into a unit or you don't go into a jail and you start setting rules. So you're gonna have you numbered, you're gonna be marked, you're gonna be fighting all the time. You know, you end up getting shanked or something. You know what I'm saying? So if you would approach me on a different level, it would have been different. Okay. There ended up being no racial war because of the way he came up to me. Okay, because there was no respect. You know what I mean? So I respect everybody, and I give you the respect that you give me. Now, loyalty is a different word. Okay, loyalty is the 15 or 20 guys that wouldn't leave for chow until I left. would not get up from the chow table, and their CO's telling people, "You're done, get up, let's go up." Dudes would just pick up a piece of bread like they're still eating. Just you know, play with the food like they're still eating until I'm done. I'm not a fast eater. I take my time. I'm not choking on my food. I'm not shoveling it down my fucking throat. You know what I'm saying? I go in, I eat my meal, I get up and leave. I don't congregate in a chow hall. You know, I get in, what's up, see you later, bow, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that were anytime something came to the block, they came to me. Will, what's up? This is here, that's here. There was a couple of dudes that came in that I was on lockdown when they came in, when the new inmate came in, and dudes knew that I had smoked with somebody. You know what I mean? So they were out on rec. They came out like, "Yo, so and so is here." You know what I'm saying? You want me to have him pack? You won't even put his shit down. Yeah, get that. Tell that motherfucker I'm up here and I'm coming out at rec. So he's got two choices: pack his shit, leave, or when I come out, it's on. You know, so I had dudes that would do that for me. I had dudes that would, if I said, "Listen, dude over there's gotta get cracked up," they would take him in the bathroom, crack someone up. You know what I'm saying? Even if they didn't know if they were gonna win, they would do it because they're loyal. You know what I'm saying? They're soldiers. Now, when I walked in, I didn't want that. I didn't want that authority. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to fuck with the politics of jail. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta take the horse by the reins, so they say. You know what I'm saying? And any of you who know me from my area, you know that I'm a respectable guy. I respect everybody until you lose respect for me. Any of yous from around my way know the loyalty dudes had for me. You know, the respect people gave me. And don't get me wrong, a lot of shit growing up in the streets, in the projects, I earned my respect, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things came, a lot of respect I got and loyalty I got from a lot of dudes who was in prison for years, older cats before me that were with my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in prison my whole life. His whole life starting at age 17, you know what I'm saying? But in and out until he died. He died at 57 with cancer. God rest his soul. But if you've done prison in Massachusetts, if you say you ain't heard of Big Will or Big Will Dupers, you're kind of bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? But so I have respects that have been, you know, in jail with guys that have been in jail with my brothers, you know what I'm saying, in other prisons, you know, and it just goes down. It's a family thing, you know what I'm saying? So my you know, when I come in, "Oh, Big Will's here," oh, you know, right away, you know, you get the people, "What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, I didn't know you, I knew your brothers, hey, you know, much respect, I got your loyalty," but, you know, dudes that knew me, dudes that didn't know me, that someone else knew them, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it all goes hand in hand. But loyalty, and for someone to be loyal to you, they respect you first, okay? And then it's loyalty, you know. But respect comes from anything. So not everybody is loyal. But when you go to jail, you gotta respect everybody. You don't have to, you know. But if you're the type that likes to go in and be a hothead and just likes to fight all the time, and you like to spend all your time in a hole eating shit food, you know what I'm saying? Not having your radio, not having cards, not having nothing in your cell, but you get this the little state pen. You're lucky if you get paper to write on. Shit like that, that's all you get. And you get a Bible, you know. If you get a cool, like I said, CO or something, when the runner comes, he'll let you get a magazine or something. But in the hole, you don't get shit. You know what I'm saying? You get one tray. When you're out on the block, or you go to the chow hall, you can get 2 trays, or people pass you their tray and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in a hole, they got the right amount of trays for the number of guys that are in the hole. So everybody gets 1 tray. And you might get a tray with, you know, small portions or a small little cake, and that's things to, you know, when you're in the hole that people act up for. You know, when you're in the hole, you go in there for fighting, or you go in there for a dirty urine, you know, something like that, and next thing you know, when you're in the box and you start kicking your door and you're pulling, you're making shit bags to hit the COs with, or, you know, piss bags to hit the CO with, shit like that. You know, for people that don't know what that is, it's when they piss in a milk carton, or they piss in a, or they shit, you know, and they put it in a milk carton, and there's a certain CO that comes by that they don't like, or a certain runner, might be from a different gang. You know, you put it underneath the door, and when that person comes by, you bang on the door. When they come up to it, you stomp on it, and it just... and there's this shit and piss all over somebody, you know. But when you respect people, you don't get that, you know. When I would get into a fight, when the cops would come, I knew I did wrong. I knew I got into a fight. I knew I was going to the box. When COs came, I didn't fight them. I wasn't fighting 5 COs, you know, with fucking a shield and, you know, batons and shit. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rub shit or oil all over me to do what? I'm only gonna go to the box. So I get my head split open just to go to the box. I'm the type, yeah, I got into a fight, cuff up, turned around and cuffed up. You know what I'm saying? That's unless you was the type of CO, like I said, that was a tough guy. You come around, you always fucking with people, or you come in, you always fucking with my cell, come down and, you know, touch my shit and take my pictures of my wife and kids off the walls, then I'm shitty with you. You know what I mean? Then I don't give you respect back. If you're just a regular CO, you're there doing your job, I'm an inmate there doing my time, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. If I ask you for something, depends how you come back at me. You know, if you come back at me with respect, hey, listen, I'll get that for you in a little bit or whatever, that's fine. But if I ask you for something, hey, yo, can I, you know, I want to be put on the barber's list, and you ain't getting shit, you know, then it's a different story. Then you gotta act up. You know what I mean? You want to pop sprinklers. Yeah, it's fun, and everybody goes, yeah, everybody goes crazy. You gotta pay for the sprinkler. You're gonna break the TV, then you're gonna have 80 guys pissed off at you because you broke the TV, right? We gotta pay for that. We can't watch TV and shit, you know what I mean? So guys that do shit like that, they rip the TVs down, or they break a window, or they start busting shit up. It's okay if the whole block's doing it, and the whole block's acting up for a reason, you know what I mean? But when you're the only guy that's doing it, and you're breaking shit, and then you gotta pay for it, they take that shit right out of your canteen. Your family puts money in your books, they take that shit right away, you know what I mean? So if you're a new cat going in to prison, first and foremost, have respect. Don't be a coward. Don't let nobody disrespect you, but you give the same respect that you want, okay? And if there's somebody that, you know, they got the keys, or someone that you knew from the streets, that's when you show your loyalty. You know, if you knew somebody for years and you end up in the same block, or you've been doing time with somebody over and over for years, or, you know, it's a homeboy, it's a family member, and you got loyalty, you know what I'm saying? If you're a family member or your boy's going to fight, if there's more than one, you go in with him, you know what I'm saying? You don't let him get his ass jumped, you know what I'm saying? But have respect, have loyalty to the right people. Don't switch cars. You know, that shit'll get you fucked up. And just do your time, man. Get your radio, put your radio on, put your headphones on. Don't fuck with nobody if you don't want. do your laps, do your workout, your exercises. When it's time for rec to be done, jump in your boat, read a book, write your family a letter, listen to your radio. Buy lots of batteries. Don't let people take advantage of you. You want to buy canteen, stop passing it out to people, because then they're going to start taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? But if there's somebody there and you see that they're not eating and you want to help them out, it's respect. You give them a soup. I've helped out a lot of people, you know, helped out a lot of people that didn't help me back. You know what I'm saying? And when I was on my first time, that's the type of person I am. I'll always extend my hand to people. You know what I mean? I'll always do it. I do it on the streets, you know, and you always get one pass with me. You know what I'm saying? There's no 3 chances. You always get one pass with me. You know, fool me once, shame on me. I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, it's done, you know. But just have respect, be mindful, keep your area clean, keep your bed clean, keep your bed made. You know, your cellie doesn't want a dirty person. Take showers. You know, if you're scared to do it, try and, when there's everybody in the showers, or, you know, try to time it where it's just you there. If you're that fucked up about it, you know, if you got an extra towel, put a towel around your waist, wash up, just wash your shit, you know what I mean? Some people I see, they wear their underwear in the shower, you know. People that are bashful or shy, you know what I'm saying? If you got no shame, you're comfortable with your masculinity, you know who you are, just jump in the shower, wash up, get in, get out, you know what I mean? And don't touch anybody's shit. If you do shit like that, you should be alright. You know, the TV, don't just walk up and change it. You know, I've seen many fights, many fights over the TV. You know, one person will be watching something, next thing you know, somebody will change it. Oh, I want to watch, you know, fucking Love and Hip Hop. You know, and you got dudes like, what? Watching the basketball game, you know, it just goes back and forth, you know what I'm saying? You kind of talk with people on what's on, what nights. You know, if you can share the TV. Hey, you want to watch that at 8? I want to watch something at 6 o'clock, you know what I mean? There's usually set programs that I watch every night when you share the TV, you know, but, you do that, you'll be alright. This is Big Will. I want to thank everybody who's been following me. Appreciate this. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. It's free. It's free, my man. I appreciate anybody that's been with me. If you're new, thank you. I hope to see you on the next one. But life after prison. Peace.